Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, north of Tyne Mayor Jamie Driscoll.
Hey! I'm overwhelmed with your enthusiasm, kids. Today's all about skills and jobs. Hands up, who thinks these things would be in your top 3 most important things for a job? How much you get paid? No one thinks that's important. Go on, put your hands up. It's all right, no one's filming you. All right, who thinks in your top 3 would be the chance to do cool stuff, like landing planes or cutting people open if you're a surgeon, or designing computer games? Who thinks that's going to be in their top 3? All right, pretty important. Who thinks the people you work with and whether it's a friendly culture would be in your top 3? A little bit less important. All right. Who thinks that it's important that you have really good food in the canteen? You're allowed to smile, kids. What about how long it takes you to get to work and you commute? Do you think these things are important? Yeah? What about if your employer is climate friendly? Do you think that matters to you? That you would want to work in something that was sustainable? Who hasn't woken up yet? There's a couple of hands up there. And who thinks it's important that you're working with people who are really, really good looking and quite hot? Oh, so 1 or 2 really enthusiastic hands there. You're the only person who's going to be with you throughout your entire life. So what you bring to your job is just as important, if not more important, than the job itself. Who's been asked what you want to do when you grow up? Stick your hand up if someone's asked you that. Everybody's been asked. Who has a clear answer to that? 1 person. And someone else trying to force someone else's hand up. When I was at school at your age, people kept telling me that I should go to Oxford and study law, and I didn't. I left school at 16. And in my first job, I was working in a plumbing and heating engineering factory, checking off materials on pieces of paper. That job doesn't exist now, it's been automated. There are all sorts of jobs that don't exist over time. We used to have coal miners, we used to have shipbuilders, we used to have people in all kinds of occupations that have been now automated. What do you think by the time you're my age, which sort of jobs might have disappeared? Do we think that we'll still have delivery drivers, or will we have automated vehicles? It might even be that jobs like being an accountant will have just disappeared and computers will do it. So it's difficult, isn't it, to think about what you want to do. I went to university and studied as an engineer. I set up a software development company, and then a little bit older, I retired from that, sold the business, and I looked after my kids so my wife could carry on with her career. And then I ended up home educating my kids, and then I stopped doing that to be mayor. Now, what set of GCSEs do you think you need to do that career path? There isn't one. So if you don't know what you want to do, don't worry about it. I'm still not entirely sure what I want to do when I grow up. So it's not about what you do, it's about who you are. So all this weight of expectation about, you must decide now, well, don't worry too much about that. Because most people, when they're older, if you ask them, they'll say, I wish I'd been a bit braver when I was younger. I wish I'd gone for the thing that I really wanted to do. So the only thing that really constrains you is that expectations. So do work that you believe in. Doesn't mean you have to be an astronaut or a politician. It's not the job that matters, it's how you treat it. And it's how you treat other people and how you treat yourself. There's a world of difference between a good shop assistant who tries to offer really good service for the people I work with and tries to be a good colleague to their teammates, to someone else who just doesn't want to do the job all day long. And that doesn't matter whether you're a care worker, whether you're a doctor, or whether you're the North of Tyne Mayor. Because you'll be your most productive when you're happy, when you believe that what you're doing has a purpose. Because it ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. So whatever you do something that chimes with your values. Do something that you enjoy doing, that you feel the skills match the things you're interested in. And whatever you do it with integrity and do it with respect for others. The ability to solve problems is actually what gives most people a buzz at work. That challenge of, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, and then at the end of the day or the end of the month thinking, yes, we pulled that off and it was great. That's what gives people a buzz to keep going back to work, not the job title. The motivation to solve problems. The character and the attitude you bring to it. So whatever you do, work hard and try to be the best of that job, whatever you do. That will see you right more than anything else. Because what's life for? Who determines your potential? Is it your SAT scores tell you how clever you are? Because progress is not about your next exam result or being the best in your class. Human talent is incredibly diverse. It's possible to be intelligent in all the ways it's possible to be human. You can have organisational intelligence, be the sort of person who gets to the right place at the right time. That's not an A exam syllabus, but it's a key component to having a success in any career. There's cultural intelligence, the skills to know when to be polite and when to be assertive. Kinesthetic intelligence, being a good mover, being good at sport or dance or even a clown. And there's good careers in all of these things. You don't have to be an international footballer to have a good career in sport or personal trainer or anything like that. And then there's interpersonal intelligence, the ability to empathise with people's problems and the ability to make people laugh. These are valuable skills, by the way. You don't have to be a professional comedian for humour to be a valuable life skill. Who thinks they can tell a good joke? All right, I'm not going to put you on the spot and get you up. When we're finished, you can come and tell me one. We often make very poor use of our talents. Some people go through their whole lives without ever really discovering their talent. And they endure work rather than enjoy it. They wait for the weekend. And then there are those people who love what they do, and their job speaks to their most authentic self. The path of your life is not linear. Career progression isn't linear. It doesn't go in a straight line. Intelligence and ability aren't measured on any simple scale. Conformity and fitting in is not a strength. Do what you enjoy, kids. That's my message to you. Be open-minded. Work for someone you can learn from. Work with people who can learn from you. Take the time to get to know your workmates. And never work for someone who doesn't respect you. And never disrespect someone you work for. If you're not happy, find another job. Life's too short. You get one life. Make it a good one. Good luck, kids.